We're here live from Sharp AC Classroom 116, where today we will be unveiling the groups for the third annual Deb Angstadt Wiffle Tournament. Let's start it out with the majors and Group A. In Group A, we have Willow Run number 2, the Swamp Donkeys, the Ball Busters, and Ultra Ribbed.
All right, so we're going to break down group by group for you. Let's start with Willow Run team number 2. We're not sure the exact personnel that's going to be on the team. We have 4 Willow Run, Camp Willow Run teams coming. Big shout out to them for making this happen. But they're going to be good. You know, they play a lot at Camp Willow Run, so they're going to be a good team. They're going to know what they're doing. We head to the Swamp Donkeys, former St. Chris baseball players. They're going to be hitting the ball over the fence. Let me tell you that right now. Good athletes. You know, going to be good competition. Then we head to the Ball Busters. Laris Reed is the storyline on that team. You know, he has one of the best pictures in wiffle ball history, so we'll see if he can translate that into successful wiffle ball this year. And finally, to close it out, we have Ultra Ribbed. Grant Willard, I think, is the key player on that team. If he can get his one-handed tennis stroke going, they might have a chance, but if he can't, it's going to be a long road ahead for Ultra Ribbed.
Next up, let's see the teams in Group B. First, we have the Maytag Service Repairmen team, Team TBD, which we will have soon, not determined yet. We have Can't Stump Trump, and lastly, we have the Cornflakes.
All right, so looking at Maytag at the top of that group, you got a team who finished in the semifinals last year, but they were without their star hitter from 2 years ago, Will Greer. He's making his return this year, and I expect big things from him. TBD, not sure what we're going to have, but if it's a good team, that could really strengthen the group and make this some interesting competition. Can't Stump Trump is a big team. The key players there I see are R.A. Jones and Jordan Marcus, 2 great athletes who could really help that team reach success. And then you have the Cornflakes, freshmen, you know, new to the game. I look at Jackson Watkins, you know, if he can translate his comments on the basketball court to the wiffle ball field, they could be up to something.
All right, let's take a look at Group C. We have Willow Run team number 3, Willow Run team number 4, Jackie Robinson's grandkids and adopted son, and lastly, the Green Cactus Boys. Take it away with the analysis, Greer.
All right, so you got both Willow Run teams, 3 and 4 here. Again, like I said earlier, you're not sure exactly what you're going to get, but you're going to get experienced whifflers who want to win, and that's the key. Looking at Jackie Robinson's grandkids and adopted son, I see a chip on their shoulder. E.J. Patterson, that kid knows what he's doing on the wiffle ball field. And Gordon Granger, when he's in the right mindset, anything's possible. You look at the Green Cactus Boys, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to get from them. You know, Spencer Lyons, so it depends on how seriously he takes it. I think if they have the right mindset, that could be interesting, but I don't see them with the heart and effort it takes to win a wiffle ball championship.
All right, up next in Group D, let's see who we have. First, we have Doctora's Army. We have 369. We have the Chatham Cougars and the East Side Foreigners. Here we go, Greer.
The first thing that really jumps out at me in Group D is the Doctora's Army and East Side Foreigners. Ethan Rue from the East Side Foreigners and Dalton Rue from the Doctora's Army. They'll be playing each other, and I'd love to see the brother matchup on the field. You know, Army is coming off a semifinal finish last year, a heartbreaker to the champion Purple People Eaters, so they're going to be hungry for success this year. And Team 369, baseball players who know what they're doing. Justin Schreier, Evan Justice, great players. Ben Granger, not so much. And then you have the Chatham Cougars. Bryce Ritter, that kid always is going to bring emotion to the field. And look forward to some fighting, maybe, from the Chatham Cougars and other teams in that group.
All right, let's take a gander at Group B over here. First, we have Forestshire. We have the Puppies. We have Lebo's Angles and the Whifferdads. Greer, hit us up with an analysis.
Group E, all right, we got Forestshire, who is the defending runner-up. You got Parker Moore and Sean O'Neill returning from last year's team. We'll see if they have what it takes. The Puppies, you got some real young talent. Lou Rice, Trey Bolt, Nigel Williams, Michael Stewart. New to the game of wiffle ball, but a lot of talent on the field. Lebo's Angles pretty much speaks for itself. They misspelled their name, and I think they're going to misplay the ball in wiffle ball field. And then you have the Whifferdads. You can't go wrong with a team like Dads. You got Joe Soroba, you got Dougie Buckets, you got Kurt Angstadt, and you have John Reefsnyder. And I think, you know, they bring experience to the field that no other team in wiffle ball really has and that we've never seen before. So it'll be interesting to see the time.
Let's be real, Ben. I think we're all rooting for some dads out there.
It's hard not to.
It's hard not to root for dads. All right. Now let's unveil Group F. We have the College Kids plus Ben. We have Take a Wiffle, Easy E, and Fugalicious.
So you look at college kids in Ben. As you can see from the name, that's a group of college kids and one high school kid named Ben. Kyle Trapp is the leader of that team, and I think it's good athletes. So they have big things coming. Take a Wiffle, the key player there, Brett Oney. Great, go Grizz. His one of the best brothers in the league. So I think if he can learn from Thompson, he's in good shape. Easy E. I think Coach Condorosi is leading that team. She's been in the tournament the past 3 years, so I think her veteran leadership could propel that team. And you have Fubalicious, Bennett Hayes, Parker Johnson, Adam Kimbrough. I really forced them to sign up, so I don't think their heart's going to be in it, but that's okay because you never know what can happen.
Okay, in Group G, we have the Purple People Eaters, last year's champions. We have the Fuma Bombers. We have Team Riley and Corn Off the Cob. Let's hear what you have to say.
It's hard to talk about Group G and not talk about the Purple People Eaters. Two-time defending champs, definitely the most hated team in wiffle ball history. They're losing their star Jack Cole this year, so we'll see if they still have what it takes. Fuma Bombers, Trinity baseball players who are really great athletes, great wiffle ball players, made a nice run last year. Team Riley, not high expectations for this team, but they could prove me wrong. Again, depends on how seriously they truly take each game. And then you have Corn Off the Cob. I think Colson Williams is going to have to propel this team with his athleticism. I think he can do it, but it's going to be a stretch.
Let's look at Group H. Why don't we? First, we have Willow Run Team 1. We have Thanks Doris, The Wrong Siders, and Dirty Sidearm.
Let's talk about Willow Run Team number 1. Again, not sure exactly what we're going to get, but good wiffle ball players who know what they're doing and are going to want to win. Thanks, Doris. You got some athleticism there. If they show up, they could be a team to reckon with, but that's a big if, folks. The Wrong Siders, I don't think Nikki DeMarco has what it takes, folks, but if his girlfriend, Julia Hahn, can be a good inspiration to him, you never know what that kid's capable of. And we finish off with Dirty Sidearm. I think the key here is John Bullock, and can he be a brick wall behind the plate? The kid's got passion. The kid played on the best travel team in America, so I think he's got what it takes.
Let's put the ball on the bat.
It's the bat on the
Puts
ball.
the bat hits the Monster Grand Slams.
Is it real?
Rounding out the groups of the majors, we have Group I, where we have the Throwbacks, A&M, Ben Greer Made Me Do It, and We Like to Whack It. Take it away, Greer.
Closing us off here, it's a good group. The Throwbacks, I think Kevin Coffey is the key here. Unbelievable pitcher. He'll hit his yayas. It's going to be on his back. A&M, they haven't had it in the past few years. They're a Sweet 16 team at best for me. I think they'll make it out of group play, but I don't see them going much further. Ben Greer Made Me Do It. I just don't see the passion in this group. The name speaks for itself. I think they'll be happy to exit after group play. And We Like to Whack It. I think the key here, putting Jack Wyatt out in left field, I don't see many balls getting over him. All right, if you put him out there, he's going to rob home runs. Spencer Gore's line has got a nice little righty stroke. I think it could be a Cinderella story. So keep an eye out for We Like to Whack It.
And now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to unveil the groups in the minors. First, in Minors Group A, we have Into the Ivy, RVA Mafia, and the worst of the worst.
I like that.
Oh, yeah. All right, start off with Into the Ivy. The key here, it's hard to not point out Jake Johnson. Great kid, one of the leaders of this tournament. I think he is destined for a minors championship. You look at RVA Mafia, I think the key here is going to be the tennis one-handed swing of Ann Miller and Maithili Vigneshwar. I think if they can get that going, they have a chance. And you look at the worst of the worst, I think it all depends on if Bobby Edmonds comes ready to play. If she's ready to play, it could be her day.
All right, time for Group B. Let's check it out. First, we have Moby Drives a Scooby. We have everyone's favorite team in Godzilla and the Clammy Hands.
Looking at Moby Drives a Scooby. Hatcher Chucker leaps out of the page for me. He's coming off an injury, so I think he's going to be a little rusty. He hasn't gotten to practice as much as he usually would in the offseason, but I still expect big things from him. You look at Godzilla, fan favorite Chelsea Thomas, also known as Guads. She's going to have to be the spark plug for that team, and I think she can be. And you look at Clammy Hands, I'm going to point out my fellow future general Carson Penny. I think, her athleticism could really get that team out of group play and have them make a Cinderella run in the minors tournament.
All right, let's finish it off by unveiling Group C. We have the Ice Cold Pitchers, the Phenomenons, and Pitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Take it away, Greer.
So you look at the ice cold pitchers. I think what stands out to me here is Kate Johnston, all right? Sister of Jake Johnston. It depends on how much he's taught her these past few years, but if he's been a good brother, they could be up to something. Then we look at the phenomenons and pitch don't kill my vibe. I'm going to go ahead and say that these two teams are going to advance here because, softball players have been great wiffle ball players in the past, and I see that trend continuing this year with these two teams. So look out for the phenomenons and pitch don't kill my vibe come tournament time. All right. So thanks for watching, and best of luck to your team.
We'll see you out there June 3rd and 4th. We're excited for it.
See you there.